In this video, I'm going to talk about the reasons why your product isn't selling. But first, my name is Crescent, and if this is our first time meeting, welcome to my channel. My passion is sharing tips and strategies on how you can create a successful Amazon FBA private label business. So if you enjoy videos like this, or especially if you've been around my channel, consider subscribing. All right, let's get started. All right, so you've launched your product and you've realized that it's not selling like you anticipated or not selling at all. So what's the problem? The reasoning can be broken down into three main categories. First is if your product isn't on the first page of the search results. If your listing isn't on the first page, or at least the first couple pages, no one can find your product to buy it. Over 80% of all online sales take place on the first page. That's why if you haven't executed a product launch strategy to get your listing ranked as high as possible, this will lead to poor or no sales. A product launch consists of matching or beating the daily sales velocity of the top listings in your niche. A listing's rank is based primarily on the daily sales velocity. The more sales, the higher the listing is ranked. If you don't know how to find out how many units your competitors are selling per day, you can use the 999 cart method or a product tracker such as Jungle Scout. I have a video on product tracking here. The daily and monthly sales velocity is a number that you should be well aware of already while you were in the product research phase. If you launched a product without knowing this figure, then you're doing product research incorrectly. For example, if you're looking at the can opener niche, you can add products to your cart and do the 999 cart method, or add them to the Jungle Scout product tracker and it will show you the estimated daily sales velocity. I'll leave a link to Jungle Scout in the description below with a coupon for you to use if you'd like to try it out. The product tracker is included with the web app. One of the myths beginners have is thinking that once their product goes live in the marketplace, that it will just start selling on its own. And that's definitely not the case. You need to generate sales velocity and get your listing ranked. And you can generate sales velocity by doing giveaways and running PPC ads. So if you haven't done a product launch, this should be your top priority. I have a video on how to get ranked here. Okay, so if your listing is on the first page and still not selling, well, there are a number of reasons that can cause this. The ideal reason is that you have a poor listing because that's fixable. You can get an idea of where the problem lies by analyzing your sales and traffic report. If your listing has a low session and page view count, then your listing isn't getting seen, which we'll cover in the next segment. But if your listing is getting sessions and page views, but still no sales, then you have a poor listing. Your listing isn't convincing people to buy. Either you have poor photos, poor communication of your product's benefits and features, poor pricing, or no social proof, meaning you don't have any or enough reviews or low review score. You have to be really honest with yourself here. Beginners often think they have the best listing, when in fact they don't. Your listing needs to have the best professional photos which easily communicate what your product looks like and how it's used, highlighting its benefits. Your bullet points and description also need to communicate this, focusing on the benefits of why your product is superior to your competitors. Focus on the benefits, not the features. Turn a feature into a benefit if you can. People take action based on two emotions, either to increase pleasure or decrease pain. They're looking for a solution to a problem they're experiencing. The photos, bullets, and description need to focus on how your product is going to solve whatever problem it is that they have, and to make it clear that the value of your product supports the price point you're asking. Otherwise, people won't be willing to pay for it. I have a video on how to create optimized listings here. Lastly, and this reason isn't fixable, and unfortunately it happens quite frequently, is you have a bad product. And this almost always stems from poor product research. Typically, you haven't done product research correctly and the niche failed to meet all the required criteria. Primarily, there isn't enough demand, meaning there's no one looking for this product, so there's low sales through the entire niche, or the niche is too competitive, so you can't get your listing ranked to gain any traction. Or it's brand dominated, so buyers aren't willing to buy from other brands like yours, or the product is seasonal and it's out of season. Additionally, you could have done your product research correctly, but failed to differentiate your product. Another myth beginners have is thinking they can just sell the exact same product that's already selling well. Again, this isn't the case. You absolutely need to differentiate your product from your competitors, and you need to differentiate in a manner that adds value, not something subjective such as simply a color or a size when there's no evidence of any demand for it. Fixing a known problem or bundling a product that pairs well with it are excellent methods to differentiate. A good method of differentiation adds value, and more often than not, you can charge a higher price, increasing your profit margin. Always go premium and never differentiate based on price. It will always end up in a price war until no one makes any money. I have a video on how to differentiate here. In case you do have a bad product, the best thing to do is to cut your losses and get out of it and take what you've learned and move on to finding another product. Let me know in the comments if you're struggling with a product and what you think the problem is. Alright, thanks for watching. If you found value in this video, you know what to do. Hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And to make sure you never miss a video, click that bell icon to turn on notifications. There's also a link in the description to our community forums, which you should totally join. And if you're looking for more tips and strategy videos, click or tap over here. And as always, thanks for watching.